And it's picked up by Charles Messi.
Hiker, top of the key. Looks to drive. Down low to his brother and a stuff.
That was a
So the round of 16 continues. Welcome to the broadcast, and you're watching TanagerSports.tv. AJ Martin, CJ Sells alongside of me. We're also broadcasting on FIBA YouTube channel too. So welcome to 2+ million subscribers they have there as the World Championship is underway. It's the road to Chicago, and by the time we get done with this weekend in Vegas, we'll be down to 4 teams. But right now, right here, we got the #1 team of the tournament, and that is Prolific Prep. They've had a really good season here this year. We'll get into their numbers, and then they're taking on Pace Academy, who won the play-in game earlier today. Pace Academy, the storyline with them, just 5 players here. Half the team was on a different flight. They got canceled due to the weather, and it was just an unfortunate situation. But how about this? They won the play-in game.
Yep.
Coleman was absolutely outstanding earlier today. This task is a tall one, to say the least, going up against Prolific Prep, which features 3 McDonald's All-Americans.
Yeah, we said good news is you won the play-in game. The bad news, you get Prolific Prep. 3 McDonald All-Americans, the #1 junior in the country, the #1 sophomore in the country. They're going to bring Mikey Lewis off the bench, young man that's going to be playing basketball at St. Mary's next year for Randy Bennett. And I tell you, it's a 16 seed has beat a 1 seed a long time ago, or I guess it was a couple of years ago. Veritas beat Prolific.
Yes.
That's not going to happen tonight, but it has happened. I would be really surprised. Pace Academy, you mentioned the 5 kids. They played. I talked to Chris Campbell, the coach, and he said they're all tired. They went back to the hotel, tried to hydrate. You talked about Coleman, Jacoby Coleman. They've got a couple of good players, Aeneas Alexander and Kason Mebane. They are going to play hard. They're going to have to defend without fouling with those 5 players. And the task, as you said, is tall.
Yeah. And Prolific comes in 29-5 on the season. They are 7-0 this season when their top 8 players have been healthy. They have dealt with injuries this season, has, though, many teams. Some of the top players to watch out for, Darion Reed, who's making this return here in this one to make
on a minutes limit.
A
minutes limit, talking to Ryan Bernardi.
He's the #8 player in that class, according to ESPN. Aiden Sherrill committed to go to Alabama, as well as Reed. He comes in as a McDonald's All-American as well. Zoom Diallo, the 3rd McDonald's All-American, going to go to Washington, 29th in the class. And then you bring in Mikey Lewis as a top 100 kid. And we talked about the young guys already, and AJ Winters and Tyron Stokes. AJ and Tyron, #1 according to ESPN, in their respective classes as well. Some of the highlights of this year, listen, they had a win over Link. Obviously, they're undefeated in grind session play. They've had a couple tough battles with Mount Vernon as well, and so it's been a fun year here for Prolific. But this is where it really starts now. Postseason play.
This is what matters. Yeah.
First game of postseason play.
Defending grind session champions. You see Mikey Lewis and Winters Grady getting the start. Darion Reed, we mentioned, on a limit of 10 to 15 minutes, Ryan said. Now, they have not played. Prolific hasn't played since the Napa event. They have been off, getting some rest. Ryan said that they have had a couple of great weeks of practice, and he thinks they are going to come out ready to play tonight.
First possession too prolific as A.J. DeBonsa is with it. Now over to Winters Grady. Back to Mikey Lewis.
Pace in his own.
How about Aiden? Getting fouled there on the first possession, and 2 shots coming up for him.
And, you know, I feel bad for the Pace Academy kids that aren't able to be here. You know,
you want to battle with your brothers.
And I mean, the opportunity to play prolific prep. I mean, you know, you're going to tell your grandkids someday that you played, you know, against AJ or Tyron or Aiden or Darion, somebody that's going to be running around an NBA team. And it's just, you know, those kids have worked all year for this opportunity. And then for them not to be able to play here is just too bad, unfortunate.
And just, if you're wondering, too, Diallo normally in the starting lineup, he just got back from the Ivory Coast, and he's kind of getting some passport stuff done where he can play in the Nike Hoop Summit. Winters Grady knocking down that 3.
That's what he does best. Young man can shoot it, catch and shoot guy.
Coleman, outstanding player. This dude is special.
Just picking up where he left off, huh?
Special. Absolutely. (6-4) score here early.
I was talking with Corey Geeson after the Shy Prep ball game, and Corey wants a 10-rebound game. And that's going to be 2 fouls on Mebane right out of the gate here. He had 8 points and 9 rebounds in that game against Shy Prep, and he was over here looking at his stats going, gosh, I needed 1 more bucket and 1 more rebound. He wanted a double-double. Let's see if he can get that this game.
Well, Mikey Lewis gets that corner 3. Put Prolific out in front, 7-6. I can tell you right now, mindset for Pace Academy, let it fly. Just let it fly, man. We're short-handed. You get an open look. Let that thing fly. And there you go.
And they do anyway. That's the way that's the way they play.
Whoa. Tough.
Now, that's going to be the 3rd foul on Kaysen Mebane, and we have played 2 minutes and 14 seconds. Jess, is that his 3rd? Jess, is that 2 or 3 on him? Just 2? Okay.
Action. Go, Mike. Come on, AJ. Come on, Mike. Come on, Mike. Stay there. Come on, Mike. Come on, Mike. Stay there. Go ahead, back up, AJ. Here we go.
That's 10 seconds. Yeah, that's 10 seconds.
Easy, winners. Easy.
Pace in the zone. Ooh, that's got to be a jump
ball.
ball.
Yeah, it will be. Possession arrow in favor of Pace.
We're back.
Aeneas Alexander tying Aiden Sherrill up there.
Come up short. Sherrill with the rebound. Sherrill starting to break. Go ahead, big fella. Over to Tyron Stokes. AJ. DeBonsa with the 3.
And I've said this before in broadcasts when we watch prolific play. AJ taken the other team's best player,
Oh, we've seen it since day one.
and he has taken Jacoby Coleman, and he says, let me guard him. And Winters, 4-3. And timeout pace.
This is different. Prolific's a different animal. It's a different animal, man. Winters Grady with 6. He's tied Pace Academy by himself.
And I just think the mental aspect, how well Prolific is coached, and the level that these guys play at, that they came out ready to play here tonight. Ryan Bernardi, Coach Caleb, they're just not going to let them not be out ready to play. The challenge now is going to be for Pace Academy, keep their head up.
Absolutely.
And not say, well, nobody expected us to be here.
Right.
You know, we're down 10, we're going to get beat anyway. They got to not have that mentality and come out and say, we can be better, we can do better. Let's start right here with this possession. And AJ is going to come out, and he's going to guard Coleman.
Good, not bad. Good, load it. You want to score, AJ? You want to score, AJ? Good.
And Stokes will be called for the blocking foul there. It's a right call. It'll be Pace Academy basketball underneath their basket.
Take that basket, AJ. Go do one, AJ. Do one. Lefty. High head. Good. Whoa.
And a jump ball will be called. Lance Williams tied up there. Darion and Zoom will check in.
Hit two.
Saw Darian at the hotel today. Asked him if he's been cleared for contact practice. I know he's been working out individually, and he said, yes, sir. So he's ready to go here. Cross-court pass. Finds Tyron. Tyron knocked down the triple. Assist Darion.
Straight. Take two. Tight. Pressure. Come on, more. Pull up.
Lance Williams taking AJ's advice and letting it fly.
There's Zoom Diallo. Talking about a kid that's going to sleep well. He's traveled 18 hours to be here today.
Back. Glass, AJ. Good, AJ. Knees.
Pace will stay in that zone to try to match up.
First time. That's a great stat, Phil. First, we get a foul there. First time ever 2 McDonald All-Americans are coming off the bench. How about that kind of depth? That's just not right. That doesn't seem like. I mean, man.
You bring one team doesn't have a bench. One team doesn't have a bench, and the other team's bringing McDonald's All-Americans off their bench.
Great to see Reed on the floor, too.
And that right there is just AJ pressuring Coleman.
Woo-wee.
And then that's the second
Them
triple for
boys.
AJ.
Get back! Back up! Match! Pull up! Jacker!
I don't care how this game goes. Coleman needs to listen.
He can play.
Chop up the film today and ship it off. Like the level of competition, so on and so forth. I'm just talking about this kid.
Corey, zoom up, AJ back.
I want to look at his offers right now because
Just a junior.
he's got offer from Cal, High Point, St. Louis University, and Sam Houston. if you're a scout, you got to do you got to go to work on this Coleman kid with the ball right now. This kid is really good. I mean, he is really good.
Mebane with the offensive rebound and put back.
And listen, he hasn't. I'm still on Coleman. He hasn't complained. He hasn't whined. He's still taped up from being scratched and injured from the last game. I mean, just tough. That'll hit the rim, a hustle for it. He'll stay with Prolific. Zoom Diallo with it now. Zoom, the McDonald's All-American. He's too strong on that layup attempt and still finds his way to Prolific. Zoom Diallo with the reverse layup, and it's good.
Aiden Sherrill with a nice dish there.
Back up. You good? Keep in front. Keep in front. Ready for the B-switch, Corey. Ready for the B-switch.
Another 10-second violation almost.
Just no legs there. You wonder how much these
And
kids
it's not
are
going to get any
up.
better. It's going to
This isn't like AAU where kids can play 3-4 games in a day. This is big boy basketball here.
And the charge on Zoom.
Corey and Mikey up. Corey and Mikey up.
Mikey on Campbell now.
Keep in front, Mike. Pull up. Red. Thanks. Good.
And a kick. Screen roll action up high. Campbell tried to get that pass to the roll. Lance Williams, and the ball was kicked. Oh, that's
man.
teammates colliding. Wow.
So we're at bonus. So 2 shots coming up.
It's going to be 5 team fouls on Pace Academy.
Hey, ref, who's that last foul on? 25.
Corey Geeson.
Real winners, knock him in.
He already had the rebound. Yeah, Brady got a rebound.
You good, baby? Action right here. Corey in first. Corey, Mikey
Oh,
up.
good, Jess.
5-5, Mike, good. Good, keep it front. Right here, Liam. Over Liam.
Back tip. Winters thought about it, gives it up to Corey Connor, and
Corey up.
woo-wee, they came ready to shoot today.
Came ready, didn't always.
What is their potential second-round matchup here? Let's start looking at the
It
bracket.
would be the 8-9 winner, which is Fort Erie.
And Winston-Salem matchup?
Fort Erie. It's the Fort Erie. Who's the 9 seed, Jess?
Accelerated.
Accelerated Prep.
Gotcha.
And Mikey Lewis hobbling right now. We've got an official's timeout.
Corey and Liam, y'all 2 up. Everybody else back. Corey and Liam, y'all 2 up.
So Jaden Hutchins is going to check in.
Corey, you take 5. Liam. Oh, that was not 4. Here we go. Let's go. They got to take a timeout.
So we've got Kason Mebane, who is hitting the nose, might be bleeding.
0 when he come in. You're right there by the sideline. Go, Lee. Right there by the sideline. As soon as you walk on the floor, you got it. How much time you need a timeout from us?
He got that scab going on. He got that scab.
No, they're going to give him 60 seconds.
32-10 is our score. 1:25 to go here.
Hit him a little bit more, Corey. Hit him a little bit more. Come on, Corey. Get one, Corey. Get one. You got help on the backside, Corey. Good. Now stay in front. Back up. Stay in front. Back up.
Trying to keep Coleman in front of you. That's a tough task. Not able to knock that down. Maybe a foul there. And gives Coleman a steal.
Rebound. Got two. Backside. Don't play behind. Backside, Lee. Stay there. Stay there. Pull up. High end.
Oh, nice shot there. And we get a timeout called by Prolific.
So Prolific calling a timeout. 51.7. We mentioned the final ball game of the night here. And then what some of the potential matchups are. Let's just go over who plays tomorrow. We get started at 1:30 with the Fort Erie Accelerated Prep basketball game. That's the 8-9 ball game. At 3:15, the 4-seed Bears of Bella Vista will take on Royal Crown. And I don't know why I'm feeling a little jittery. Royal Crown can score the ball.
Yes.
They can put up 100. Bella Vista are going to have to come out and play well. At 5 o'clock, Utah Prep will play Orangeville. Utah Prep, the 5 seed, Orangeville, the 12 seed. And then the 6 seed, Winston-Salem Christian squad, they'll take on DNA at 6:45. And then at 8:30 tomorrow night, Balboa School out of Clearwater, Florida, they'll take on Colorado Prep in the 7-10 ball game.
Okay.
Great games tomorrow.
Absolutely.
And Pace will stay in the zone. And the lob to Jaden Hutchins. Daco Green. Hutchins with the offensive rebound. Corey Connor has the shot clock. And a foul.
Wow.
Coleman's,
Pouring it on here. 35 points already in this quarter.
Coleman's going to be called for the kick. Corey Connor now has 8 points in the ball game, knocking that triple down. Corey trying to make the rare 4-point play and does, and that's 36.
Good. Hey, good. You got. Hey, Corey, you take 5. Corey, you got Corey, Tyron. You got Corey. Right there, Tyron. Take 5, Tyron.
So Prolific with fouls to give here.
Good. Now play it out. Now we got none. None. Now stay back. Don't get beat in a straight line. Back.
You hear the Prolific coaching staff say, "Keep him in front."
Yep. Don't get beat on the straight line.
That's hard to beat.
I love that terminology too. Don't get beat on the straight line. Make sure you turn your guy. And that's what happens when you turn your guy.
We got half a second. Who's the quarterback on the team? I know that Daco Green was a tight end. Who's the quarterback who can throw it the farthest?
By the way, I want to give, just so, because I know they're watching too, and I'm not making any excuses, but I want to give credit to Raymond Felton, former NBA player, played in North Carolina, so on and so forth, and what he's done with this young group. Mm-hmm. They have some pieces to work with. Trey Edwards, who wasn't able to make it here. Noah Hill, who's an outstanding sophomore. Again, some guys who couldn't catch that flight due to weather. But I look forward to see how this program and this team develops by the time next year. You get that one look, you kind of get a feel of what you need, you kind of get a feel of the competition, so on and so forth. But I don't want to let it go by without highlighting, their competitiveness and their style of play. I love the way they play. They compete every single game. They attempt to play the right way every single time they come out and play, which is fun to see.
They get it up and push it.
Absolutely. And we got a lot of new viewers here tonight as we're broadcasting not only on TeenagerSports.tv, but on the FIBA YouTube channel. And people are learning about the league. They've asking questions like, so just to let you know, this is our 10th year of the grind session. You see some pictures up here.
Lottery picks up there,
Yeah,
huh?
you see Josh Jackson on the far right of your screen and Jalen Green as well. I was there the year Jalen Green, Shaden Sharp was another special. Obviously, all these guys pictured here, special players and ladies. But it's been a ride, and it is an absolute pleasure and treat to be able to do this every single year. And it's I tell you what, it takes a lot of sacrifice, not only by the players, the coaches, the staff, the administration, our staff, to make this happen, to give these kids this platform, because they work for it and they deserve it. And that is absolutely for sure, each and every team.
Nothing better. Nothing better than the grind session.
It's black ball. It is black ball.
Talking about that Pace Academy roster, Austin Centers, Jalen Brown, both juniors. And that's when I said I kind of feel bad for the kids that missed out on the opportunity to play. I mean, it's going to take a great effort by Pace Academy with a full squad to be prolific, but just the chance and opportunity.
I just want to talk about the IQ of A.J. DeBonson. Did you see what he attempted to do right there? He was trying to pull the chair from under the offensive player. He
Against
knew
Coleman,
that. Yep. And Coleman nearly lost his footing and traveled with that one.
When I say to you, who's the one player in your days that you played against that went on to be, either a great college player, maybe made it into the big show when you were a young player? Who stands out?
That was a great college player?
Or somebody that maybe.
I wouldn't go college. I would probably go high school. Larry Hughes was.
Okay, at St. Louis.
He went to CBC. So Larry had a great story. Actually, there's a three-part story. Coming up in that era, you had, even right before us, that was a little bit older than us, you had Chris Carwell, who went to Duke, who's still an assistant coach at Duke to this day. Had Lauren Woods, who went to Wake Forest. He was replacing Tim Duncan. He was another St. Louis guy. I mean, we were in our heyday here. So I'm talking.
Played at U of A a little bit too. Lauren Woods did.
Yes. Yep, he did. He
Started
transferred
at U of A,
from West Oaks, Wake Forest to go to University of Arizona a little bit, and then there was some Anthony Bonners that stayed and played at St. Louis U, but Larry Hughes was that first one that I competed against, and it just was like everything felt effortless. He was so talented. He was the guy you're running sprints, and it looks like he's jogging, but he's the first one done. And he had a unique story. He had a younger brother that had some illness and passed away at a young age before he was able to become a teenager, and before Larry got drafted. And he always did a lot in the community, and he is best friends with Justin Tatum, which is Jason Tatum's dad. And I know Justin just took a coaching job, I want to say overseas.
Again.
So a lot of pedigree back in St. Louis. So. Oh, my goodness. Tyron Stokes. Oh, my gosh. (42-17). That's not a bad foul by Coleman.
That's going to be his second.
Ooh, wee! I'll stop my storytelling for that. My gosh.
There we go. What a highlight.
My goodness. Tyron, kick out. Aiden, thought about it. Back over to Stokes. Inside to AJ.
Oh, heck of a catch.
Good extra pass. What about 2 seconds, less than 2 seconds to go on the shot clock? Good execution there by
Winters
Prolific.
for two. Cut that out of a piece of tape there because he doesn't shoot the deuce very often.
The deuce for the deuce, huh?
Well, see, that's the kind of thing that I feel bad for the Pace kids. I mean, someday somebody's going to say, you know, you got to play against AJ.
Yes.
You know, that's a lottery pick. Maybe you got to play against, you know, Darion or Tyron or those kind of things. And you know, I go way back to when I was in school, and they didn't have AAU and all this kind of stuff. There was something called the BCI tournament. And the big news was when anybody came from New York, when Bernard King's brother Albert King was an all-everything player,
Yes.
and I got a chance to play against Albert King. And it's like, you know, there aren't probably many of our viewers that remember Albert King, but just the laundry list, the guys that played during those tournaments and watching the Kiki Vanderways and guys like that in high school. And that's what I feel bad about is the Pace kids not getting that opportunity. Corey Geeson with another rebound, kick ahead. Mebane from the corner.
The thing about Bernard King, you mentioned, we had our combine last summer before
Couple
last.
of summers ago,
yes. And we had some guest speakers in the building. And some famous New York Knicks, that's for sure. As we were in New York, we did it's been, listen, you think about the last 10 years of this league, including this year, how special it's been in this new joint partnership with FIBA. It's so exciting moving forward. And I'm just so happy to be a part of it.
Yeah, nothing but great things to come. Oh, my. Aeneas from deep. Aiden, look at Aiden take it coast to coast.
That may be an and one. I feel like that was on the gather.
Foul's going to be on Lance Williams. They're going to call that. What else was he going to do with it if he wasn't going to shoot it? It's going to be 3 team fouls, or were they quick on the? Now we'll back up here a little bit because, you know, Prolific's winning this one by 27. We've got 5 to go here. This is going to be an opportunity for Ryan Bernardi to get all of his kids some minutes. Lance Williams trying to block that shot, runs Winters Grady over. Well, Winters will go to the free throw line to shoot a couple. But when you can get everybody some playoff action in your first game, any kind of jitters they might have, they play such a great national schedule that these kids play on national TV. They know what they get when they sign up to play at Prolific. We mentioned it off the air. Nobody has ever won back-to-back.
Yep, absolutely.
Prolific going to try to do that this season.
They're 2-time champions in their program. Obviously, the defending champions coming into this season. Before that, 2020.
I like the pull-up. Yeah,
Yep.
I like that pull-up.
Again, I'm said again. Listen, if you're Jacoby Coleman, chop up this tape.
There are
this is tape you send. Don't worry about the score. Continue to play the right way. This is the film. You're going up. You got 3 McDonald's All-Americans in this game. You had an outstanding game earlier today, and I really think the ceiling is high for this kid, number 5 in black.
There's a few guys. I'd have to go through rosters, but Carter McDowell jumps out at me as a young man that's a senior without an offer that can just flat play.
Good bucket there by Alexander.
And if you're Prolific Prep, you have to continue, you know, quality habits here. Yes, you're going to win this basketball game probably.
Oh, no look. Hey.
AJ. You got to keep doing things the right way if you're prolific. And that's going to be 3 fouls, I believe, on. Is that 3 on Williams? It is. Aiden Sherrill and Winters Grady will come out. Ryan Bernardi said, we were talking before the game, talking about that rust versus rest.
Well, I can tell you right now,
Or no rust on these
this
guys.
first round game is a lot less stressful for Ryan than last year's because they were the number one. They had lost one game, 32-1 going into that game. Their one loss was at Crest to Dream City, and they were in a nail biter. I mean, a nail biter against Albuquerque.
Prep, yeah.
They ended up winning that game by 6. And honestly, it may have been the wake-up call for them to go on that run to that championship.
You think Ryan mentioned that a time or two this past couple of weeks?
It's a different group, but as a coach, you remember
from a mental standpoint,
yeah,
telling them to be ready.
And they're very. This is a very detailed coaching staff, but guys got to understand that everything matters. Every practice, every shoot around, every possession. Yeah, you want to come out here and have fun, like they're doing now. But at the end of the day, the goal is to reach the ultimate team goals. No individual stuff matters at this point of the season. So, and what I mean, too, off the court stuff, too, getting the proper rest this time of the year is more important than ever. Diet is more important than ever. Doing recovery the way you should be doing, because those are things that's not like glamorous, that it's behind the scene that nobody sees. Nobody wants to, there's nothing glamorous about going to do cryo or doing an ice bath or nothing like that. But it's stuff that and you got to remember they're kids. So it's stuff you got to grow up and be responsible enough to continue to do especially during this part of the season. So, and that's, believe it or not, when teams are trying to win championships and extend their season, those are the type of things that come into play. Who does those little things the most away to make sure they're the most prepared, the most ready for each and every contest they're going to be in? Because you're going to always get somebody's best shot. Somebody's going to have a career game. Somebody's going to, somebody's going to give you their best shot. Some guy's going to score 20 that's average 5 all year. So it just happens. AJ, man.
Get back. We're good. Get back.
I always used to talk to my teams when we were really good, knowing we were going to beat an opponent. Have your hands up, play defense, play hard. And I would always say, because when you don't look, somebody's going to bank in a 3 or something like that on you. And sure enough, it would happen. And every kid on my bench would look at me and say, Coach, there it is. He banked in a 3. And it's like, yeah, I know. That's right. You got to play all the time. And Prolific with a 31-point lead here. Corey Geeson quietly with a good basketball game here so far. Or pace. Corey's got 5 rebounds.
Corner, 3. Everybody runs that play in America.
If you remember in the first game when Pace and Shy Prep played it and they ran that, and you heard Terrell Amix holler, we run that play.
Everybody does.
Yeah, you got to defend it. We run it. You got to know it.
Going to go to the quarter.
He's going to wait. They're going to screen the guy that
it
brought
works
it in.
so well that everybody does it, and guys still get open. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Corey battling in there with another rebound. And
Jaden. All right, Addy gets in on the action there.
Atticus Day with the offensive rebound and put back.
Daco Green sitting down defensively. Coleman pulling up. Too strong. And that'll do it for the first half. We'll hear from the coaches coming up here in just a bit. 60-27 is our score. This is the Grind Session.
And we are back with Ryan and Michael, the halftime show. How you doing today?
It's good to hear you say your own government name because it's your best name you got is Michael.
I got to take it away from you before you do it. All right, you got to win when you can win. Right now you're winning, up 33. But one thing you have to do here is preach non-complacency, preach prolific prep basketball, and just preach, even though we're up, we still got to play our brand. We still got to do what we have to do in order to get ready for the next round. So what are you telling your guys right here?
I told you this before the game. I'm really pleased with how our team is trending, and these guys are battling hard at pace, but we're really playing the right way. We're sharing the ball. Our contested shots are way down, and I think we're getting ready to play our best basketball here at the end of the year. And that's 1 through 11, and it's great to have Darion back. We've got a lot of different options to go to. Tyron Stokes played a heck of a half. So I like the way we're trending, I do. But as you always say, Mike, I'm going to tell them it's 0-0, and we got to be ready to go.
It's a marathon. It's not a race. All right? Take notes. 6.5 minutes left in this break. I know y'all always enjoy that. You know what I'm saying? Catch y'all after the half.
it goes, and
It is good.
He's executing, man.
Oh, what a finish there by Pfizer.
Nice lob. There you go. Nice lob.
White coming in? All right.
All right, so we're back and ready to roll here for the third quarter. All prolific in this one. There's Mikey Lewis coming off the high screen from Hayden Sherrill.
If you're prolific, you work on execution. You're going to win the basketball game. You keep those quality habits. Don't do anything silly. Young man's a bucket.
Coleman.
I asked Chris Campbell at halftime when they were out there warming up, and I just looked at him and said, why is he not on more radars? And he just kind of shook his head and said, I don't know. And AJ, 16 now in the ball game. Alexander, get back. Aeneas, get back.
Coleman Mid-range.
Hey, press the ball, man. Press it. Go.
Mebane going to be called for that one.
Corey, watch your back, man. Watch your back.
What was the numbers for Coleman earlier today? He almost had a triple-double.
Yeah, he had 29, 15, and 7, I think. Yeah.
From a 6'3" guard.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Against Shy Prep, undermanned, he had to do it all.
And he's not going to quit. This kid is tired, but he's not going to quit. Number 5 in black, folks. Fun to watch. Telling you. I'm telling Coleman this. Oh, my goodness. I promise you, he needs to send this film. This is it. This is it. He's playing against 3 McDonald's All-Americans. He's shorthanded. He's playing on the second game, and the kid will not quit playing. He's playing hard.
17 4 rebounds in
I
this
offer
one.
him today. Seriously.
He could play for somebody.
What else do you need to see?
I knew somebody was going to get a dunk. I didn't think it was going to be Aiden Sherrill.
Tyron Stokes now with 9 assists in this ball game.
AJ says, I didn't hit him. And he's right. Mikey Lewis got him. And Coleman will go to the free throw line. He got 4 rebounds and 3 assists to go along with his 18 points. We've had some great individual performances in our first 4 games, or the first 3 games. This being our 4th of the day. Gabe Pickens in the last ball game, Gabe with 24 points and 14 assists. And Corey Geeson with another rebound.
Here comes that man.
Yeah.
Still playing hard. I'm telling you, his body language hasn't changed. His demeanor hasn't changed.
And you know he's
And
tired.
that's impressive to me. That shows me, that tells me maturity. But watch him chase the ball. He misses the shot, but he's still playing. That's a big fella right there.
Yeah, ain't nobody gonna get in his way.
Big guard. Tyron Stokes.
Introduced a new hairdo here this weekend for
Yeah, a little
championship.
something.
Yeah.
Got a nice little fade, little taper going on. Braids. Great kid. Skip pass.
Oh my! That's going to be an inadvertent
Elbow.
Lance. Yeah, just kind of turned.
Five down, AJ. 5 down. 5 down. 5 down.
I was going to say, where's that one going? I was.
Actually, nobody rotated to a spot.
Yeah, the monitor kind of blocks my view here, and I kind of looked up and wondered where that one was headed, and it went right to the bench.
Bring it out. Go. Right there. Good.
Watch Coleman compete. Watch him compete. Just watch him compete. Folks, he's going to compete. I'm just telling you. Even though he misses, he's going to compete. He's not intimidated one bit. How about that? Tyron Stokes taking off.
Again.
Black timeout.
(72-34). And it's all prolific here in this one. So again, we'll take a look at the bracket here in just a little bit. Tyron Stokes, 11 points, 5 rebounds, 9 assists, close to a double-double. And this one is
Get on the glass and get him a triple-double, huh?
absolutely, absolutely. So
The question's going to be whether he gets to play enough minutes to in the blowout. Now, Prolific gets out of here as the 1 seed. They will play the winner of the 8-9 game tomorrow, which is Fort Erie out of Canada. Fort Erie, if they're healthy, they will play accelerated prep tomorrow in the 8-9 game.
Yep. I wanted to point out something, too, just because he took an inadvertent shot to the nose. He'll be all right. Winters Grady. You made a comment earlier. You were at the hotel, and you ended up on the elevator with Winters Grady and a couple other guys from the crew, and you didn't realize how big Winters Grady was until you stood next to him in the elevator.
Yeah, you see him out here with AJ and Darion and Aiden, and he's not that big a kid. And I'm looking at him, and he is a thick boy. He is a big kid.
So, and I want to make a point to something, because I Phil messaged me something that made me even think to elaborate on this. Let this possession play out here. So you take a guy like Winters Grady, who could be, I don't know, an All-American at a local high school somewhere, average 30 a game, and so on and so forth. But he comes into a role here as a role player, so to speak. And sometimes kids, it takes a certain amount of putting your ego down to accept that role. But he has done it in such an elite way to where it's going to increase his opportunities. And what I mean by that is something that kids struggle with developing. Everybody wants to be the guy, and it's okay to have a role on the team and do it at the highest level possible. We see guys in the NBA and pros make a living, get wealthy off learning how to be a role player.
Devin Booker ever started a game at Kentucky.
No, there's no thinking to it. He did.
Yeah,
and
look at
they
him
probably
now.
got 2 lottery picks now coming off the bench.
And look at him now.
And Reed Shepherd.
And look at him now and where he's at. And the thing with Winters, because of injury, Tyron out, and then when Darion got hurt, then all of a sudden he goes into the starting role. And now you would think, some guys might think, well, I'm a big cheese, I'm a starter. And then those guys come back and he goes back to the bench and he doesn't skip a beat. It didn't, he's not pouting. It'd be easy for somebody to pout. We see our brackets up there. Dream City winners earlier tonight. DME also winners against Trinity Prep. Those second round games, I'm not getting ahead of myself, but the second round games, I don't care who plays Dream City, Balboa, or Colorado Prep, or who plays DME. It's going to be a great game when we get to the 8. Mebane on the drive.
Something to keep in mind as he just scored. Kason, he's got 5 fouls here in this one, so I don't know if he's going to make it. They're going to make it all the way through, be able to finish with 5 players on the floor.
And Darion's going to get called for a push off. Let's just not tell anybody if Kaysen gets his 6th foul so he can just stay on the floor. Just because, oh, there's.
Guess who's competing?
Mm-hmm.
Guess who's competing?
And that's going to be a foul on.
I'm going to give you some numbers here.
Liam Daco Green.
For Jacoby Coleman. And you may say, well, this team's getting ran out of the gym, 77-36. This guy is competing. You ready for this? He's got 19 points. He's made 3 threes. This is going to be his 3rd and 4th free throw. 4 rebounds. He's got 3 assists. And the kid's just playing his heart out. He almost had a triple-double. He's got 2 steals. Almost had a triple-double in the first game, play-in game earlier today. You guys just tuned in.
Now, if you're prolific prep, let's execute the zone offense. Corey Geeson with a rebound. Called out a missed shot and a rebound. Oh, nice.
Oh, what a pass by Coleman. So Alexander couldn't finish there.
See, that affects those rebound or those assist totals. Corey Geeson got him an offensive rebound and not able to get the put back. And they're going to call him, yeah, AJ passing it to himself kind of thing. Aiden Hutchins, they're saying Jaden is bleeding. And there's Coleman again. And a travel. I was talking with Ryan Bernardi before the ball game about how Darion, who missed a whole bunch of games, how he's kind of, worked himself back into the rotation and the flow. Mm-hmm. And he says even though they've had great weeks of practice, there's nothing like game speed, game action.
Yes.
And so I don't want to say it's a good thing that they get a blowout win here, but Darion's first game back is one that's kind of stress-free, I'll say.
Absolutely.
He'll get tomorrow off. We'll see how he recovers.
Some of the numbers here for Prolific. HA has been super efficient tonight. He's got 16 points, 7 of 9 here in this ball game. Tyron Stokes with 11, 5 of 9 in the ball game. 4-8 for Winters. I'm sorry, 4-9 for Winters Grady. Daco.
Corey Geeson, offensive rebound and a putback. Boy, big fella.
Corey. Corey's dad was a former NFL player. The Steelers and Buffalo Bills.
Daddy was a tight end.
77-39. We'll be back here in just a bit with the fourth quarter. This is the Grind Session. So we're getting set and ready to go here for the fourth quarter, 77-39, all prolific here in this one.
I want to give a shout out to the production side that, you know, we joke about having 11 days off after the Napa event. I may have been the only one with 11 days off because Rachel doing a great job. The video that we play in here between, just outstanding stuff, new stuff. And I was talking about, you know, and anybody do some stuff on their days off, and you know, I know Jessie, her and I went back and forth text messaging. I know she didn't have any days off. Mikey was working. Rachel obviously working.
Want to give a shout out to everyone watching on the FIBA YouTube channel. Obviously, we got over 2 million subscribers there.
Put us on speed dial.
Absolutely. Just programming note as well. We'll have 2 more games broadcast on the FIBA YouTube page for tomorrow. Then all 4 games on Sunday will be on TaylorSports.tv and the FIBA YouTube channel.
Lance Williams going to be called with that reach over the top.
Partner, it's been a terrific season. You know, us getting a chance, opportunity to call games and talk about family stuff and have our families around and things of that nature.
You know, I saw it from afar. I mentioned this a few broadcasts ago. I knew of the grind. I didn't really know the grind, but it's a top-notch organization, the people involved. I go home and tell my wife stories, little things, funny things that happen in a broadcast or at family dinner or something that goes on, and she knows that I'm in my element. Everybody's told me I've got my dream job, so like, I don't know why it took me so long to get it. But
well, you know, it's a lot of fun. That is for sure. That's for sure.
Oh, Coleman going to be called for that foul. Grabbing a hold of Gabe Carrillo. We still have some good to come, don't we?
We do.
How close is Tyron to a triple-double here, Jess? There's another rebound. That's what he needed.
I'll be able to tell you that. He's got 11 points.
Another rebound.
That may
another
be it
rebound.
Right there. Yeah, there you got it. Triple-double here for Tyron. He's got 11 rebounds. He's 1 assist short, if I'm correct. He's 1 assist short. So 2 free throws coming up here for Pace Academy. Pace out of Texas, coached by Raymond Felton, who's not in attendance.
I was hoping to see Raymond this weekend because I watched the Coach K, Roy Williams interview. And Raymond video, some highlights of Raymond playing for Coach Roy, his final season at North Carolina in 05 when they won a national championship. So let's see, can somebody knock a shot down? Oh, Corey Connor. Oh, maybe here it is. Oh, Tyron with another rebound.
Searching for it.
Daco Green. No. Alexander with the rebound. Jacoby Coleman. Young man's going to play till the final horn.
79-45, Tyron. 1 assist away from a triple-double.
Corey Geeson dribbling through traffic there.
Another rebound for Tyron.
Tyron's going to rack up those.
Oh, yeah.
Here it is.
Somebody get a bucket.
And there's
And there
Corey.
it is.
And he knows it. Just a 2 for Lance Williams, and he's tired. Look at him. He said he looked at the coach and said, "My leg hurts, bro." And just for good measure, Tyron with another assist.
Hey, he's
Yeah, Pace says, "I'll take it."
Yeah, we got 5 guys. We'll take the time.
Pace says, "We'll take the timeout." Especially since my leg hurts, bro.
You know, I was about to sit over here and complain about being up almost 24 hours, but I don't think what I'm feeling compares to
what those young fellas.
What Pace Academy is feeling right now.
If folks have just joined us, you're looking at the squad right there. That's it.
That's right.
They had some travel difficulties, and in fact, they had 4 guys here, and everybody else was stuck. And one family decided to not wait on the particular airline and decided to buy an extra ticket. And they came running in the gym right before our first play-in game, and I looked up at the clock, and there was 7 minutes before tip-off, and they were running to go get dressed. So credit to Chris Campbell and the young fellas from McKinney, Texas. They'll learn from this experience. We'll see them on the grind next year, hopefully, and they'll all be better for it, the underclassmen involved. So 83-47 is our score. 5 minutes to go in this ball game.
Coleman.
He gets up. He gets up. That's just a 2. They're going to call that a 2. It must have been on the line.
It's like, what? He's like, y'all don't realize how much I deserve this.
I know where I was at when I shot that. He now has 24 in the ball game. Gabe Correa with a rebound. AJ. $85-49. Gabe Correa, that one's off.
Oof. Been that kind of day.
And Pace Academy will finish it out against Prolific Green. Casey Mebane still running the play. That young man, we're going to start calling him Naughty Pine. He has been he has been down on the.
I respect the hard play of Pace.
He has been down on that floor a bunch today. He was talking with our trainer MJ before this game started, wanting an icer wrist. He got knocked down a few times in the Shy Prep game, got a sore wrist.
I wanted to point out something. They have a you would think in Vegas, and we got some Vegas people. They got a very, very strict minor curfew rule in Vegas.
You got that email too, huh?
Very surprising to me. Is it 10? Is it 10 o'clock? I can't remember off the top of my head.
9 or 10 on the weekends. Yeah.
Listen, we were in Puerto Rico. We seen kids out at 4 or 5 in the morning. It was crazy a few weeks ago. Obviously, it's championship time, but man.
Yeah, when they sent that, we got that email. Jesse thought they were talking to me and her, so we had to hurry and get in because we were down on the strip. So Corey Connor guilty of that foul. Jesse walked me all over. Can't hang with these,
You know, we went. I don't even know where we went last year, Jess, when we were here in Vegas. Well, we took a, I don't know what train. I don't know.
We were on the monorail.
I was just. Jess runs the show. We were all just following her.
Oh, she sent me a text and
We
said,
were like
"Here's
14 deep, just just
Jesse,
rolling out."
Jess sent me a text and said, "Here's where we're going to dinner, and we'll leave after I get my run in." And it's like, "Yes, ma'am." Just
Whoa.
we got a couple going down here. Jesse forgot that I was honored on senior night and that she was still going to walk me all over the place. Grind session has going to have a senior celebration, and it's me.
We do have some activities tomorrow. We do banquet going on tomorrow. Obviously, there'll be. I looked at the food menu. It looks pretty good. Hopefully, it tastes as good as the description of it is. And we got guest speaker and awards.
Corey Geeson with a rebound. Jesse, does Corey, how many? I'll look over here. What's Corey got for rebounds now? That's 10. He's the young man that, he's the young man that said he wanted a 10-rebound ball game. And Coleman was trying to size that up. I
was just about to say, don't be surprised if Corey don't get this off the backboard.
He was kind of pacing his steps there so that he could time that jump. Oh, a little Euro travel step, something. Corey Connor got 15 points in this ball game off the bench here tonight.
Daco Green with the nice 3 there.
Kind of forgot the officials were out here. I hadn't heard a whistle in a while.
That's all right. They've done a great job today, too.
Corey Connor with 15 points in the ball game. I got a whole bunch in double figures. Tyron with 13. AJ 18. Winters 13. Mikey Lewis with 9. Went hobbling off. No sense needing to play him. Daco Green again. Corey battling. He says, I got that rebound. I'm shooting it.
Oh, Coleman. Jeez. Oh,
Geeson with another rebound. He can't get the putback. Gabe Carrillo comes out. Alexander with the steal. And Corey Geeson with a rebound and a putback.
So 90-55. We got a couple possessions left here in this game. $90-57. We'll just dribble it out, hopefully. No foul here.
Nah.
So that'll do it. 90-57 as Prolific victorious here in this one. We'll have an interview with the player of the game coming up in just a bit. This is the Grind Session.
Take your picture, G. You're talking about fat face. You got a fat head. Them fat braids.
Yo, you could really...
Them fat shoes with them fat ankles. What's up?
These fat ankles.
What's up?
Get way
What's
more
up?
fat money than
What's
you.
up?
Fat face.
Do they?
Yes, on everything. On everything.
Sure.
On everything.
You want to stand on business or not?
Everything I do.
All right,
Everything
bro.
I do.
Maybe next year.
Big take little things.
Let's play.
I swear to God.
What
I
are our fees right now?
It don't matter what.
What's our fees?
What's our
fees?
What you call your room?
What's our
What I
fees?
call my
Top to bottom.
I call my room a closet.
Top to bottom. You call your room a closet?
Closet.
I call my closet a room.
I call my closet. My closet got a bed in it and a TV. What's your closet got?
My closet got a closet.
My closet is the closet.
My
which
closet
is the
has a closet.
My closet, I can sleep in my closet and watch TV, SpongeBob, SquarePants. Come on, stop playing.
He got a head shaped like SpongeBob SquarePants. What you talking
You
about?
got a body shape like
Yo, 33-point win.
That's it?
Triple-double from the kid right
the
here.
first one.
All right, the kid right here. All right, he'll be a grown man soon, but not yet. All right. I feel like, am I growing?
Nah, bro.
I'm up there with him.
My hair just.
I'm up there with him.
I
Your
got
hair?
Braids. I got braids,
So you count your hair whenever you count height?
Duh.
So you 6'10" with hair and 6'7" without it?
6'10", yeah, something like that.
I think the sheet say 6'8", so who lying?
Trip dogs.
He's ugly.
Why do you do that though?
Listen, when you support your man, he comes back for you on some weird shit on the interview. It's cool.
That was ugly, ain't it? Like, imagine if
That's just support though.
I dapped him up. I said appreciate it, but that was ugly. Can we end this already? I could go put on my shoes.
All right, Prolific Prep with the good dub. Oh my God.
Check out his forehead. Look at my head.
Hey, all right, we'll catch y'all tomorrow. All right, stay tuned in. Prolific Prep moving on to the next round. Waiting on their opponent tomorrow.
Check it out. Whoever we play tomorrow, not messing with us. I can't say what I really want to say because we on the internet. But guess what? Back to back on game. When I win,
He said back to back. Now I would say a reference to Meek Mill, but we ain't messing with him right now. All right? We ain't messing with him right now. I just said it. We ain't messing with him right now. All right. So Prolific said they're going back to back. It's a lot of people that stand in the way of that. All right. So if you want to stop it, stand on business.
Good. Good if it goes, and it is.